Hi guys, Brynny from BWS TT. Apologies that it's been a long hot minute since the last video that I did. There's a reason though, that's because I have a lot going on behind the scenes. So much so that this is the last video from this unit. Okay, now last time I said that, it was because I was moving from a small unit to this nice big 960 square foot behemoth of a space. But this time, it's for a different reason. This time it's because I'll actually be closing the shutters on this unit for good at the end of this month. So I might still be able to get a little bit of content film while I'm in here and got used to the ramps. But yeah, so for regular YouTube viewers, if the only reason you know me is because I'm that guy on YouTube that fixes TTs and shows you how to do it, don't worry, that is still gonna happen, okay? I was doing it long before I had a unit and I'll keep doing it after I've got rid of the unit. But why am I getting rid of the unit? Well, cost. Yeah, as you'll all be aware, space like this isn't cheap. And I'm not going to tell you the exact price, but I had to sort of balance up, do I earn more than this costs me? And the answer is probably not. I end up doing jobs that are like this, that are, restorations on stuff, and the ramp gets tied up for a few weeks at a time. It then causes me issues with trying to balance mobile work and this, and yeah, it's just not as worth having as I thought it would be and as it used to be. Okay, now don't get me wrong, it's nice if I've got a clutch, get it up in the air and get stuff off easily, but then I still bring it down to ground level to actually take the gearbox off and put that back on, and I still do clutches out on the road all the time. And I don't mind doing them like that. So yeah, for me, the space has run its course, okay? So like I said, don't worry, there's still gonna be lots of TT related content, but it's gonna be more of a man in his garage at home type scenario. But I looked at the amount of stuff that I'm storing just in case. I thought, I'm spending a heck of a lot of money to store that just in case, when I've got a single garage at home in a property that I bought recently, 2 years ago, but I bought it after I'd made the decision to have unit space, okay? And yeah, so I look at it and I go, the stuff that I need will fit in that garage and I'll still be able to do what I want to do. Now, for people that are watching this video because you know me as BWS TT, the mobile mechanic and the guy that will come and fix your TT wherever you are in the country or the world, that is also coming to a halt. Now, it's not coming to a full stop, but I'm going to be massively reducing the amount of work that I do. Now, this has been a really hard decision for me to make, but I've been doing this on the side. I was doing this for 3-4 years, and then I've been doing it full time for nearly 5 years, okay? So it's a heck of a long time that I've been doing this, all right? And I knew from the start that I wouldn't be doing this until I retire. I knew that at some point I'd want to stop for whatever reason. And a few things have sort of come together and meant that this is actually a good time for me to stop. Now, I'm not stopping completely, okay? I'm still gonna be able to do the odd cam belt or clutch on the weekend, all right? And I'm gonna want to do that. I'm gonna want to keep my hand in. So I'm keeping all the tools, I'll still be able to just either do it on my driveway or your driveway. I still want to do that, but I don't want to be forced to do that all the time, which is what it feels like now, okay? This has gone from being a hobby that I enjoyed, a job that I enjoyed. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy this anymore, but it's not as fun as it used to be, okay? There's a lot of stress with having the unit, having long-term stuff here, and being out on the road and doing stuff as well. It feels like having 2 self-employed jobs. Now, having 1 self-employed job is hard enough. If I then add that into, the YouTube side of things and things like that, my evenings are always jam-packed, all right? And even when I'm not working, I'm working. And that's something that unless you're self-employed, you just won't understand, okay? Unless you've got one of those jobs where you get home and you're still on call all night, every night, you won't understand, all right? I'm not trying to say that in a patronizing way, but some people will look at the self-employed life from an employment life, situation, and they'll go, oh, that looks really appealing. And it is, and it does have its perks, it has its advantages. I'm able to just film with Dom on a Monday afternoon, all right? Whereas a normal 9-to-5 job, you'd be working. But it's got to the point where, the pros and the cons, I have to weigh them up. I don't get any time really to spend with my family. I don't get weekends to just relax. I don't get evenings to just, I don't get time to just relax. And I hope that that's evident from this. And there's only so much of that pressure that I'm willing to put myself under. Now, me and Dom have just done a video for the Rock Bottom Media channel about new year, new me, weight loss, mental health, things like that, okay? And that kind of ties into this, is that you've got to weigh up what is your time worth and what is your mental health worth, and what value do you put on being able to just relax with your family. And for me, the opportunity came up at the right time for me to be able to walk back into my old job at, without going into too much detail, plenty of money to make it justifiable, okay? I can work Monday to Friday, not quite 9 to 5, but when I get home, I'm done, all right? And that's the key. So even if I get home at 7 o'clock, which would be earlier than I get home most nights doing this, even if I get home at 7 o'clock, I walk through the door, turn the phone off, and I'm done, okay? And that's the bit that I'm really looking forward to. And then on the weekends, I get to tinker on my own car and enjoy it again. Because, I can't think of the last time that I just worked on mine for the fun of it. I've always just cramming it in between jobs or feeling guilty that I'm working on my own car instead of a customer's car. So I want to get back to that point where I can have my own hobby car and I can actually make progress on it and enjoy doing that, okay? And even wash the thing on a Sunday morning if I want to. How nice would that be? But yeah, so I'm not trying to say that I haven't enjoyed doing this and being the go-to guy for fixing TTs. It's been great, and I've really appreciated every single one of you that has been a customer that has spent money with me for me to fix your car. And yeah, who knows, maybe 5 years time, if no one else has picked up where I left off and taken over, then I might be back, but they'll be a lot rustier by then. There's going to be a lot less of them on the road by then. Yeah, on that note, genuinely, everything is getting harder to do on these. Everything is getting older, rustier. Like I say, when I started working on them, 9 years ago, let's say, they were maybe, I was working on let's do the maths. If the car is 25 years old, so I was maybe working on a 15-year-old car. Now I'm working on potentially a 25-year-old car. There's a big difference, and getting hold of specific spare parts isn't as easy anymore. There's lots of OEM parts that have just been discontinued, and once they run out, they're gone. And it's things like even just the pinch bolts up here are not available anymore. I've had to use one of these, which is slightly longer, which is fine, but if they're starting to discontinue that bolt, what else is coming soon to be discontinued? I don't know. But it does scare me a little bit that, for example, the turbo to manifold bolts, there was 80 something at the factory when I last had to buy some, and they are discontinued. So that is literally 20 more turbos that I could change using OEM hardware before they're gone, and that's if only I'm doing it. I'm not going to buy those 80 bolts in advance, all right? I can't afford to do that, they're quite expensive. So people are going to use them, so within the next year they'll be gone, and I won't be able to do turbos using OEM hardware. And then how can I warrant the job if I've not been able to change the bolts? Yeah, so these are the problems that are starting to just add up, compile on top of each other. Add that to the fact that, I could make the choice of saying I'm only going to work from the unit now and make my life easy that way, or I'm only going to work out on the road and make my life easy that way. But for how long? Yeah, so I didn't want this to be a rant. I didn't want this to be a pour my heart out type thing. I just wanted to explain this once, because there's going to be lots of people that look at what I do and wonder why would I want to stop doing that. But take for example today, it's 3 degrees. If I put the heater on, that's fine, but it stinks. And I can't have the shutter down. But you can see, it's freezing cold. I'm picking my tools up and they're really cold in my hands, yeah? And then you hit a cold knuckle on the ground and it really hurts, okay? And that's while I'm on my ramp. If I'm out in the elements, I've got as many layers on as I can possibly have. It's still flipping cold doing what I do, all right? So like I said, that's one of the reasons, yeah? So I'm gonna chop that in for something where I'm indoors, in heated environments, majority of the time. Yes, in the summer, some of the places that I'll be working don't have aircon, which is a little bit annoying, but it's not like I get aircon when I'm out on the road working in your driveway, is it? And a lot of people assume that working in the summer's nice as well. Let me tell you, it isn't, okay? Because you don't want to be wearing long sleeves and long trousers because it's hot. But if you're not doing that and you're sweating, you're rolling around on the ground, you're getting covered in all sorts, you know, dust, dirt, bits of rust, oil, everything, okay? You get covered. So every day in the shower, the water's coming off you, filthy black, and you have to scrub at every single part of your body. It's not enjoyable, all right? Let me just make that very, very clear. So yeah, there's like maybe 2 months of like spring and 2 months of autumn that are ideal times for working outside, doing this sort of thing. And if I was to only choose to work then, yeah, I'd be bankrupt. So anyway, apologies if you clicked on this wanting to just know what's going on with the YouTube stuff. Hopefully you haven't got to this point, right? Because this was all boring for you. But yeah, to all my customers, hopefully this has given you an explanation as to what's going on. Now, like I say, I will still be doing jobs, okay? And I need to work out exactly how that's gonna look, but it will definitely be out on the road still. I'll definitely still be able to offer that. And if I know you and like you and trust you, you can come around my pad and we can do work on a driveway. You can sit on the sofa watching TV or whatever, yeah? That's still gonna be an option, okay? If you're sat there wondering, am I that customer to Bryn? You know, am I friendly with Bryn? You should know the answer, yeah? You should know whether you think that I'd be happy with you coming and chilling out of my place while I work on your car, yeah? If you've sent me one message before, it's not you, all right? I've got customers that I've been working for literally since the start of this journey, so like 8-9 years. And yeah, I've got some really good friends that I've made through doing this. And the TT community in general has grown massively while I've been growing within it as well. So I feel like I've got to know loads of people and be a part of this massive thing. And I don't want that to end. So that's why, like I say, I'm gonna still keep doing bits and bobs, but yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling on. I'm gonna leave it there. So yeah, we're gonna sign off from the unit for what is the final time. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in some new content to do with this car. That's just what I'm really itching to get on with. I'm really looking forward to showing you what's gonna go on with this. So anyway, until next time, I'll see you later. Cheers, guys.